morning. Happy Sunday. Today we are starting on time as opposed to yesterday. We have a visual novel today that's available for free on the Steam store. It is called Life After Magic. Apparently, the story follows a group of magical girls who have grown up and what is happening in their adult lives. Let's get started. Wait, who uploaded Letter's autobiography to Steam? Is that my lore, that I was a magical girl in my youth? Oh, you were more talking about Magic the Gathering. Ah! I suppose that makes sense. Let's just jump into it. What is your name? Akiko? That's fine. Hi, I'm Akiko. I'm a 22-year-old high school dropout who's a bit of a klutz. My blood type is O, my star sign is Libra, and some days I wish I didn't save the world. This has Sailor Moon energy for sure. My blood type is O, my star sign is... I should probably provide some context for that, huh? See, a few years ago, my best friends and I were fighting the forces of darkness almost every week. We were the Sentinels of Justice, and I was their leader, Princess Sentinel Starlight. We saved humanity more times than I can remember. You could say we were a big deal. Except we were all still in high school, so we had to keep our identities secret. And after many years battling countless foes, we finally defeated the Demon Queen Azrella. Our long war was finally over. And that's the worst part. It was all over. All of it. In a few short months, the Sentinels went our separate ways, we retired from magical girlhood, and that's when my life really started to take a turn for the worse. Something most people don't realize about heroes is how saving the world all the time has its price. My price was terrible grades all throughout school, and in the end, I dropped out entirely. I never applied to college, vocational school, or considered any careers outside of being a magical girl. I didn't even have time to think about it. Turns out, saving the world from doom about once a week for 5 years isn't something that you can put on your resume. My life peaked at 15, and now? I'm grinding away at a dead-end job at a makeup store to try and make rent. Living in a coastal city like Diamond Cove on minimum wage is a daily struggle. But worst of all, I never see my Sentinel squad anymore. Even when we promised to stay together no matter what. Nobody warned me that maintaining friendships as an adult is more challenging than any supervillain. What kind of happy ending is this? My life is a joke. I'm broke. My love life is dead on arrival. In a week and a half, it'll be New Year's Eve, and everyone's all excited, or terrified, for the year 2000 and the new millennium. But I don't even know what I want to do tomorrow, let alone the rest of my life. At least I still have one friend from those old days. And to think you're nearly twice this girl's age. Alistair. Akiko, you seem kind of down today. What's the matter? Oh yeah, I should probably explain. I have one remaining friend from those days. Is there a way to turn down the sound volume? Because that is kind of annoying. Let's try that. My cat. He talks and comes from outer space. I may need to explain the details another time. Oh, it's nothing. A little bit more quiet, I think. That's better. Come to think of it, you've been down a lot lately. It's not befitting behavior for a world-saving alien princess. Is there anything I can help with? Oh, I can either ask for more bad guys to fight, or I want to eat ice cream under my bed sheets and then cry myself to sleep. Therefore, how much ice cream do we have left in the freezer? Not again. Come on. I wanted to make the pillow fort again and then eat ice cream in it. It comforts me to be in an isolated environment before I have to go to work. Akiko, eating ice cream for breakfast is really bad for you. Then why is it so tasty then? Anyways, you're not the boss of me. Maybe so, but you know I'm right, nya. Sigh, toast it is. Well, I would have toast if my damn roommate would buy groceries once in a while. Looks like I'll need to skip breakfast again. Ah, nuts, I'm gonna be late for work too. I better bust out the rollerblades and get hustling. My manager said today is going to be really, really extra super important. I wonder what it could be. Ah, Glamour Pop, one of the last stores still open in this dying mall, but inside you wouldn't know it. It's wall-to-wall cosmetics and hair products, beautifully arranged. The corporation is doing so well, they may knock down the wall on the next store and expand there too. Not the most exciting job, but it pays the bills for now. Well, sort of. You'd think they can expand the store, they could raise our wages a little. But at least I made a friend here, which makes it more bearable. Lise is my coworker, but it's more accurate to say she's my work wife. Even if the week is a total crapshoot, at least somebody here has my back. She's my first real friend who isn't also a magical girl, and she knows nothing about my past. It's sort of refreshing. Lise is funny, passionate about my environment, then there where I need her, steady. She's basically my rock. She's also hiding behind the counter, hyperventilating. Why are there so many people here? It's not that many. Okay, wait, it is kind of a lot. You got this. Remember what we say when things get tough. I am tough, like spider silk. And that's the strongest thing ever. Arguably, the shell of a tortoise could be considered stronger if you take into account the... Lise, concentrate. Was something happening today? Oh, right. Lise, today is the start of our promotion for that super special makeup line our manager's been bugging us about. They're bringing in a celebrity guest, remember? Gidget the Taco Hut Chihuahua? No, a human celebrity. Apparently some big shot from corporate's here to introduce us to the line. Better get ready. This will be a first for us. Usually they don't care about us retail plebeians. The celebrity guest. I wonder who it could be. Hey you two, get your act together. Our guests are coming soon. I turn around to spot two women walking side by side through the store's front doors. One is clearly from Glamour Pop's headquarters. She's carrying a large briefcase, and her eyes narrow when she sees us. Something about her is kind of familiar, and then it clicks. I've seen her on Borbs, that fancy business magazine that props up successful rich people. Her name is Anna Lee, the woman who rapidly climbed the ranks of Glamour Pop and turned it into a makeup empire. They say she's a business genius, but she's ruthless too, a nightmare to handle. My manager is putting on his best customer service smile for her. I bet he's scared straight. As for the woman walking next to her, I see a flash of pink as a woman decked out in elegant cream-colored idol attire trots by Annalee's side. Everyone knows her as Ara now, but I knew her as Bo-Young Kim, our second-in-command, Lieutenant Sentinel Aurora. Okay, so Sailor V, probably? We've had our ups and downs. She's caring but opinionated and hot-headed. Back then we were close, but we argued a lot. After the final battle, we kept in touch for a few months, but then faded out. I haven't talked to her in years. Since then, she entered the music industry and became a pop idol, and she's been popular since debut. I would have been happy for her, but we were supposed to keep our identities a secret. When she debuted, she revealed herself as Sentinel Aurora to the world. It was obviously a marketing tactic, but her new fans ate it up. I'm disappointed in her. I never thought she would use her identity to try to gain fame. I bet she's changed even more so now. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if she pretended not to recognize me. As Ara glances over the crowd, she locks eyes with me immediately. She's coming over here! Akiko? What are you doing here? Actually, I work here now. Oh. Ara fiddles with her necklace, which I recognize as her sentinel ring. We each have one, and it's the source of all our magical girl powers. She still wears it after all these years, huh? The silence hangs in the air, and the atmosphere is awkward. It's been so long that I'm not sure what to say. It's nice to see you again, Bo-Young. You can call me Ara now. It's my stage name, but I prefer it to my real name. Oh, okay. Got it. No problem. So what have you been up to lately? I haven't heard from you in ages. Ara, well, it's nice you've reunited with your, friend. Why don't we get down to business? Everyone else is waiting for us after all. Right, sorry. I'm ready when you are. Anna Lee claps her hands and everyone in the store stands at attention. Glamour Pop is proud to announce the greatest, most ambitious launch in our company's history. Anna Lee lays down her briefcase on one of the empty tables. She opens it up to reveal a trove of plastic sample bags full of packaged makeup. From what I can see, everything looks cute and colorful, with star and ring motifs, just what I like. The color coding reminds me a lot of the Sentinels, actually. This reminds you that the current leader of the Night Elves in Warcraft is literally a middle-aged magical girl. That's awesome. We'll be doing our first ever magical girl-themed makeup release using the iconic imagery of Diamond Cove's very own Super Sentinels. She even slays demons in the name of the moon. Nice. What? Anna Lee continues on explaining the specifics of this so-called collaboration while my mind reels. I shoot Ara a pointed look. How could she have let this happen? First she uses the Sentinels to pave her way to fame, and now she's allowing our image to be used for marketing makeup products? As a former member of the Sentinels, I'm so excited to share our history with all of Glamour Pop's customers. Please support the new line. She must be joking, right? Or is this some crazy dream that I have to wake up from? I pinch myself. Nope, this is happening. Ara, this is such an interesting concept, one that I would have loved to hear about ahead of time. You know, you could have called to tell me about how you're selling the image of your group. Don't be silly, Akiko. That'd be breaking my NDA. She gives me a half smile, half grimace, while blinking rapidly from me to Anna Lee. Lee seems to pick up on my discomfort. Why magical girls, though? They say they are always saving the Earth, but when I see them fight, it's just magical people fighting magical villains. Then nature and regular people pay the price of their collateral damage. Couldn't they use their powers for more pressing issues? Or better yet, couldn't we have heroes that aren't moon-charged but are just regular people doing the hard work of really saving the Earth? I'm gonna have some self-esteem and defend magical girls. Magical girls do have their place in the fight. Without them, the destruction caused by the villains would be way worse. Wow, the old defense statistic kicked in. Do I even really believe that? What was I doing all those years? Was I really helping or just causing more damage? It's always easier to criticize when you aren't there. Oh, I'm sorry. I've offended you and I didn't mean to. Maybe I was being overly harsh. You're entitled to your opinions. So are you, but I'll think about what you said. Ara looks baffled by the conversation. Moral opinions on magical girls aside, I lean into Ara whisper distance. Ara, you really don't think I would have approved something like this, would you? I suppose not, considering you're not in charge of it for once. Dimly, I get the sense I'm getting glared at, and it's not just from my manager. I turn my attention back to Anna Lee as Ara glides back over to her side. Ahem. Regardless of your personal feelings, the reason we are here is to offer our prospective customers free samples of this sentimentality line. The employees, of course, get first pick. Perhaps that'll change your mind. We start to open up the samples Anna Lee presented us with. Admittedly, the formulas for this line seem solid. The eyeshadow glides over my eyelid, the lipstick's creamy base feels great to apply. I take a glance over at Lee's and can't help but crack a smile. Hee hee, Lee's, are you trying on the makeup your way again? You know it. Goodness gracious, what on earth are you doing to your face? Did you know that flamingos use an oil secreted from their butts to keep their pink feathers from fading in the sun? It's like rouge. The pink reminds me of that. How ridiculous. I thought you trained these girls. Ma'am, we do. This hire just has unique taste. You bet she's unique. I always look forward to her next look. The way she does eyeliner is totally the future. It's not even near her eyes. I like to make pretty leaves on my cheeks, like I'm hiding in the jungle. She's just like painting her face. Well, that certainly was a demonstration of our makeup. Count on my weirdo Lees to brighten up a bad situation. A demonstration of what not to do. Now our manager looks like he's about to pass out. Did I do it wrong? I'm so sorry. This is just such a special occasion and she was very excited to try on everything. Are you an idiot? What do I pay your salary for? Image is power, and this is not the Glamour Pop image. Oh, she's gonna get fired. She's so scary and pretty. Lees looks like she might faint or develop an unhealthy fixation. Will she get fired? I should do something. Signal Ara for help. I make eyes at Ara. Help us! I think she gets it. Creativity and self-expression are hearts of my image, which is on the brand, so I say she can use the makeup however she wants. Is that so? Annalise seems to cool off. I mouth thank you to Ara, who gives you a look that says, you owe me. I guess the strange girl can stay. But Annalise turns to the manager. But you're fired. What? I must get to my next meeting. Ara, come along. Just fires him. Other stores are expecting us after all. Expect shipments with more sample packages inside. We'll be distributing these to our customers over the next couple of days. My manager opens the door for Annalise and Ara as they walk out. He looks utterly defeated. Ara glances back at me at the last moment. I give her a look as if to say, we're talking about this later. Lise nudges me. My life flashed before my eyes. Thank you for your help back there. Anytime, that Annalise sure is a firecracker. The day just got started, but I feel like I just got off a roller coaster. That's when I see Alistair come crawling around the corner. What does he want now? A kitty! Wait, it's too late. Lise is showering Alistair with pets. He seems to accept them, so I wait a moment. It's a long moment. Lise, shouldn't you watch the register? Oh my gosh, I forgot about my job. Alistair, what are you doing here? I don't think seeing Ara on Today of all days was an accident. Oh, so we saw Ara walk out. Something of fate is in the air, Akiko. You should call the others, Nya. Really? I don't think they want to hear from me. You can't ignore my magical cat senses. They are never wrong. Can your magical cat senses mend years of tense silence and resentment? Oh, don't be so dramatic. I'm not going to call them. To be honest, I don't even have their numbers. It's that, or you might find a hairball in your pillow later. Gather the sentinels. Fine. It's been a long time. I don't even know how to start finding sentinels again. Jackie? Yeah, Jackie wouldn't scream and run away at the sight of me. I think I'll drop in on the gym where she trains. Hopefully she's there. I'm just going to appease Alistair. Then it's back to regular old boring life. After making it home, I feed Alistair an early dinner and touch up my makeup before heading back out. If I'm to find Jackie, the best place to start would be the Golden Glove Gym. Jackie practically lived there back when we were still in high school. I'm hoping that's still the case now. I take the path I know the best, through Cove Park, and expect to be tied up with anxious feelings of doubt. But instead, something about the walk there begins stirring up old memories. Even though there were quite a few changes, the path remained largely the same, and I feel an odd comfort in that. Would Jackie be the same? Of course she would. What am I thinking? Even in the earliest days, before she even had her sentinel ring, she fought tooth and nail to become the woman she always knew she was. That never changed, even when her opponent was her own family. She had always known what she wanted out of life, and we respected her for being so grounded. Although there were definitely times she was more spaced out than me. Still, she was always there for us when we needed her most. All the more reason why I feel terrible looking back and seeing how little I've kept up with her. She never failed to call for holidays or my birthday. Despite that, I even lost her number. Man, why am I so bad at this? I really need one of those new cell phones with caller ID. Not that I can afford a new phone anytime soon. I like this as $99.99. While weighing the options of a Nokia versus a flip phone, I arrived at the gym in no time. I like how it's just brand names with one letter off. The Golden Glove is still open, but it's nearly vacant save for 2 people. In the center of the ring, I spot Jackie wearing mitts and catching punches from a little girl I haven't seen before. After you break my guard, I want you to land 2 body shots on me as hard as you can. After that, I'm going to swing, and I need you to roll and repeat the pattern. The nice thing about a Nokia is it can be used as a bludgeoning device in an emergency. Dude, I loved my Nokia phone back in high school. I got it this time, coach. I'm ready. Then show me. Let's go. This new girl starts to throw a flurry of punches that Jackie catches with her mitts. Every so often, she lets a few slip by, allowing Layla to hit her in the same spots. Jackie isn't just standing there and taking it either. Every so often, she quickly swipes her mitt near Leah's head to punish, but each time, Leah smoothly ducks and rolls out of the way. That's it. Now that's how you do it. Keep your head moving and the pressure on. An opponent will get desperate, making it easier for you to pry open their guard. Coach Martinez, you said this would help me against taller people because it's supposed to lower their chin. How come yours isn't lowering? You'll have to hit harder if you want to lower my chin. What's important is that we build your confidence. You're young, strength will come later. I would feel pretty confident if I knew I could knock someone down in one hit. Ha, I bet you would. You have to trust me on this one. Technique makes a better foundation for confidence than strength ever will. But if it makes you feel any better, I'm pretty sure this might bruise in the morning. Leia doesn't take long to bask in the praise before she notices and points at me with her glove. Coach Martinez, there's a weirdo watching us. Weirdo? Huh? Jackie is surprised when she turns to see me awkwardly standing at the foot of the ring. She must have really been focused if she didn't notice me till now. Oh hey, that's one of my weirdos. Hey! Hey yourself, stranger, what are you doing here? What, I can't visit my friend? Friends usually call ahead. You caught me all gross and sweaty. Ah, well, you see... You forgot my number, didn't you? I'm sorry. Who's the weirdo, coach? Again with the weirdo. Ah, right, Leia, this is Akiko. Akiko is an old friend of mine from back when we were in high school. Leia stares intently at me as though she were trying to puzzle me out. An old friend with and weird hair? Starlight? Huh? Leia? I knew it, I'm right. Jackie, what the hell? Whoa, hold on, I didn't tell her anything. I'm very smart. My daddy even says so. I already knew Coach Martinez's soul. Jackie, why? It wasn't on purpose. You might not recognize her since it was a while ago, but Leia was someone I rescued back when we were saving the world. It was so cool. You were fighting monsters on a bridge, and they were going whack, wham, pow. It was so crazy. One of the monsters hit the car Daddy and I were in, and went boom over the side. Daddy bumped his head, but I didn't. I wore my seatbelt. Okay, but we were sinking. But then we stopped sinking because we were in a giant bubble, and then bang, the coach came in and busted our window and dragged us out. Wait a minute, can we please go back to the part where your father bumped his head while falling off a bridge? He is alive, right? Huh? Daddy's way too tough to die, silly. He just went to sleep for a bit. Jackie rolls her eyes and sighs. So apparently her father knew my Tio, and out of sheer coincidence she joined up our gym about the same year as our breakup. She, never seemed to have forgotten my face, I guess. Leia gasped. You dated Starlight Sentinel? That's, Leia, the team. We're talking about when the team disbanded. Oh, I get it. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. What's that supposed to mean? Okay, hold on. I was there dealing with the monster and was nowhere near you. How'd you figure out who I am? Oh, that's easy. Coach has no social life, so you had to be one of them. Leia! It's true, though. You're either here hanging out with that biker girlfriend of yours or going to concerts for that Ara lady. Biker girlfriend? It's not what you think. They're just my friend. Look, you can ask... Jackie stops mid-sentence when Leia begins to mock her with kissy noises. Jackie clasps her hands suddenly. Gee, would you look at the time, Leia? How about you finish the day off with some jump rope before your father gets here? But, hop to it. Leia nearly trips over herself. She runs off without question. She can be a handful, but she's got a good heart. So what about you, fearless leader? What have you been up to? Ugh, surviving. I work at a makeup store now, and I'm trying not to drown from the rent while I figure out what I want to do with my life. A makeup store, huh? That suits you. Good for you. Huh? Are you making fun of me? It's a retail nightmare. I'm not. You were always big on makeup, so it's nice that you get to work somewhere that suits one of your interests while you figure things out, right? It's nice to know we have something in common now. What do you mean? Ha, don't worry about it. It's nothing. Are you you don't know that. You know that kid packs more punch than I give her credit for. Say, how about one of those good old-fashioned Starlight patch-me-ups? I sigh to myself knowing I'm not gonna pull more out of Jackie once she gets evasive. I look around to see if anyone else is in the gym. When I see we are alone, I nod my head. Alright, fine, show me where it hurts. Mostly the sides here and here. I lower myself down to get a good look and place my hand where she guides me. Jackie's breath hitches when she feels the touch. I forgot about this part. It used to tickle. I don't know how you could forget. I had to heal you more than anyone else on the team. Yeah, that's what happens when your confidence leads with strength and not technique. I see. I could make out the damage Jackie was referring to. It was subtle and still fresh, but I played the role of healer a lot. Now this takes me back. Noticing when something was off came naturally after I had enough experience. I wonder what went wrong. Not that I don't appreciate your attention, but are you going to start soon, or... Huh? I snapped out of my little daydream and noticed my magic was acting up. There was supposed to be bright light coming from my fingertips. That's not supposed to happen. What's wrong, Akiko? My light is dim. It's supposed to be way brighter than this. What, are you serious? Yes, I'm serious. Look. I try straining my magic some more, but the light never glows any brighter. Oh, that is weird. Is it helping at least? Do you feel it? Kinda. It's a little tingly. Maybe my tickle tolerance has gone up? Alistair warned me something strange was going on. This must be it. Jackie, have you had any issues with your magic? I haven't touched in ages, Akiko. Mine's a little dangerous to be throwing around in retirement, especially if your healing isn't working too well. I really don't want to bust open another punching bag for this. Those are pricey. You know, mine is kind of fickle anyways. You're better off asking everyone else. Besides, if the little dude says there's something up, he's usually right. I try my best to hold back a groan. I knew I had an I told you so waiting for me when I got home. More than that, this was not how I pictured meeting up with everyone again. Fine, I guess I have some phone calls to make. Do you think maybe you could... Missing their numbers too? Yeah. Don't worry, I got you. Jackie runs across the gym and pops open a door leading to an office. I can hear her scrambling for a few things here and there, but soon enough she comes with a piece of paper and hands it to me. Here, this should be all of our numbers. Once Leia gets picked up, I'll be good to go. Just give me a call when you can figure out when and where. But for now, I gotta get back to her training. We've got time. Ditch the rope, Leia. Let's take it back to the bag. Same routine as earlier. Show me how you're gonna be champ. Yes, coach. Leia straightens up, tidying her footwork. She releases a barrage of punches upon the training bag. Right, thank you, Jackie. I guess I should head out then. Hopefully I'll see you soon. After saying my goodbyes, I take one last look around the gym and wave to Leia before I leave. I I text the former sentinels to meet at the park. I scope out a place that is empty so we won't be overheard. Magical Girl 101, keep your identities and intel secret. Too bad our old hideout was destroyed when Solaire lured the treacherous tango dancers right to us, used the wrong card from his magical deck, and blew the whole place up. Solaire? Oh, I hope you never meet him, ever. Ever. I'm serious. Shudder. Anyways, you did send the message out, right? Pages have been sent all around. I wonder what Ara will be wearing today. Not this again. Mercifully, someone has arrived before I hear another rhyming ode to Ara. Looks like Ara and Jackie are here first. I caught her on the way in. She's hard to miss. I'll take that as a compliment. Miranda, aka Sentinel Nova, arrives next. She still has that glow about her. Her specialty was creating things out of stardust and then exploding them. She was never the most talkative member of the group, but she always pulled more than her weight. Hey everyone. Long time no see. Miranda nods awkwardly. Yeah, it's kind of partly my fault for not seeing her. Best not shine too bright a light on that. Jackie and Miranda shared a brief but friendly wave. Those two were never super close. Ara bounces forward to her. Miranda, how's work going? Oh, where do you work now? You didn't know? Typical. You didn't know where I worked until this morning. I wouldn't say that's my fault. Come on, you two. Akiko, I'm working at a woodshop these days. It's good. I really wanted to put our magic days behind us, so I was surprised that you called. It's hard thinking back on those times. I wouldn't have, but Alistair said it was an emergency. Okay, I'll hear it out, but I'm not sure I'm ready to rejoin the fight just yet. I understand. So that's almost everyone, but there's still someone missing. Sentinel Pedigree, our awkward little bubble girl. It's not like her to be late. So, does anyone know if KJ got the memo? She probably won't come. They hate all of us now. They? Oh, I guess if you haven't seen them in a few years, you wouldn't know. KJ realized they're not a girl about 2 years ago. They don't want to be called a girl or she. Just show them the same respect you've shown me. Okay, I'll try to remember. So they are still going by KJ? Yeah. Well, they're still our shy little Pedigree. I'll accept them no matter... Someone pulls up on a motorbike. Weird, I don't know what someone would be doing here at this hour. The stranger dismounts and walks toward the group. They remove their helmet. Oh my god. Hey there, handsome. KJ? Hey, princess. It's been a while, huh? Sorry I'm late. I try my best to keep composure over how different KJ is compared to when we were in high school. Wait, are those tattoos? Never mind, composure lost. Are you feeling okay? You look a little out of it. You look amazing. Aw, thanks, princess. Yeah, after the Sentinels split up, I was left figuring out what I wanted to do with my life. Turns out the bigger question was not what I wanted to do, but who I wanted to be. I kinda always wanted tattoos and to dress like this. Even back in the old days, I was just too chicken. Anyways, I don't think we came here to hear my life story. I take it there's a problem. Alistair's behaving really strangely during this conversation. He must be really anxious. Go on, tell them. Has anyone noticed their magic failing? I haven't tried using my magic recently, but I've been feeling more exhausted than usual. But that might be because of my new schedule. I've been a lot busier since I started working the sentimentality line. The what? I'll let someone else fill you in on that later. Anyone else? Have you tried using your magic lately? No, but... Miranda sighs and holds out her hand, palm upwards. Specks of dust begin to stream from her fingertips, materializing out of thin air. They swirl around her hand with ethereal glimmer before disappearing in a tiny controlled explosion. Seems fine? I would check, but I don't want to hurt anyone here accidentally. There's a lot of trees around, fire hazard. So I guess it's just me then. I mean, I can test it now, but do you want me to? I'd have to do it to one of you. You can do anything you want to me, Ara. I don't want to hurt you. Angelically beautiful Anne cares about her friends. Oh, how I missed you. Alistair, first off, it's been years. Second off, you're a cat. It's never going to work. Don't speak on my behalf. I missed you too, kitty. Just because you're single and lonely doesn't mean you have to project onto me. Wow. Oh, I really missed you. Anyways, Ara, use your attack magic on me. I can take it. Didn't you literally just say your healing powers aren't working? Oh, right. Okay, I can still take it, but go easy. Unless you want to use the charming attack on me. No. Miranda, cover your ears, okay? I know you have sensitive hearing. Wait, what? My hearing is perfectly normal. I don't need to be babied. Miranda gets cut off because Ara lets out a screeching high note. Quietly, but not so quiet that it doesn't send a shock wave of pain through my skull. Ow, ow, ow. I said go easy on me. When I look back at her, Ara's staring at me like I'm a ghost. I did. That should have knocked you out if you were defending. You weren't, and it still barely did anything. Huh? Was I supposed to be doing something? Nobody gave me the usual order to defend someone while they did something stupid. Knock me out? That's not going easy. Why are you always trying to tell me what to do? It would only have been for a few seconds. I can handle a little noise. Also, that's still a foul play, even if it didn't work out. No one is letting me talk. Girls, let's stay on track here. Not a girl cough. Listening to this squabble is giving me hairball. Please, let's not have it come to that, although it's better than him hucking up one at home. The point is, something is deeply wrong with magic, and if we keep fighting amongst each other, we'll never get to the bottom of this. The group looks around at each other, unsure. Alistair's right, but can we really work together when some of us has changed so much? And some of us haven't. I look at Ara and she raises her eyebrows back at me as if to ask, what? Could this just be a fluke? This isn't a lot to go on. Personally, I prefer it this way. I never liked my powers. It's not about liking your powers or not. If magic in general is in danger, we need to protect it. It doesn't matter how we feel about magic, we need to stop arguing and do something about the problem at hand. Our opinions on magic don't have to change just to investigate if there's an issue. We should still check it out, just to make sure no one is getting hurt. Sometimes you just gotta get into the ring. Jackie's corny line aside, she has a point. Can everyone at least agree to look into it a little? Keep their eyes and ears open? Begrudgingly, the team nods along. Okay then, let's keep alert and keep in touch. I hope this is just some fluke, but maybe an excuse to see everyone again isn't so bad? We can all leave for the night, maybe a little worse for the wear. I let Ara take the reins on explaining the Sentinel makeup line to Jackie, KJ, and Miranda later on, and somehow I doubt that conversation will be hunky-dory. I just got an achievement, the Sentinels of Justice. The Sentinels are back together! What a day. The store having a big product launch event would have been enough to make a momentous day in a string of normally dull ones, but then Ara was our celebrity guest. And it didn't stop there. It's been so long since I've been to the Golden Glove, catching up with Jackie, then magic failing, seeing the whole team together and how much they've changed, Miranda, especially KJ. It's so much to take in, my brain is swirling, and not in a fun soft-serve ice cream kind of way. Is there really something wrong with magic? I should probably save at some point, hey? Will I be able to reconnect with my old teammates without making rifts between us worse? Will we be able to come together again as a team? My mind is racing about the future, the future, the future. What is it going to bring this time? It was scary before when I was just worrying about next month's bills, but now it feels even worse. Am I even half the Starlight Sentinel I once was? Sentinel Starlight, meh. If there is some crisis, will I be able to conquer it this time? My head is throbbing with all this worrying. My eyes are heavy. Better get some rest. That night I had the most amazing dream. Honestly, most of my dreams lately have been kind of dull or stressful. Doors that won't open, running but can't move, the usual life is stressing me out kind of dreams. But not this one. I felt warm and full of joy. It's like living through a movie of some of the Sentinel's greatest hits. Like the time Sentinel Aurora, or Boyoung, lulled a Hydra to sleep with her singing. We went into the sewers beneath Diamond Cove, and she was so grossed out, but she put on a beautiful performance anyway. That's the thing about Boyoung, she's very opinionated and butts heads a lot, but you can rely on her when it counts. At least, that's who I hope she still is. Before I can dwell too long on the present, my dream takes me to another memory. I dream of the time we've been through a rough couple of weeks. We were all stressed out and exhausted. Sentinel Nova was using her exploding stardust to cheer us all up with an impromptu firework display on the roof of the school. She's not very talkative, but she cares deeply about making people happy. Then I dream of our geeky Sentinel Perigee. KJ always felt out of place on the team. Their invincible bubbles saved us from collapsing buildings, toxic gas, mind control, but then someone else had to defeat the bad guys. I wish KJ knew how much we love them as the Sentinel and friend. I really hope this self-reinvention isn't coming from a negative place. And finally we have Jackie, Sentinel Soul. I have never known anyone stronger in my whole life, both physically and emotionally. There are few things more satisfying in this world than catching a villain monologuing and then, bam, a Jackie red-hot fist to the face. She's always the first one in a fight and the last one out. She likes to keep things simple, though I sometimes wonder if things with her are more complicated than she lets on. And then there's me. At first, discovering I'm from another planet scared me so much, as it would anybody, I guess. My role as last princess of the Serentia royal family, sworn guardians of truth and justice, seemed like big shoes I could never fill. But I did. After many years of victories and defeats, I realized I had grown into somebody both my adoptive and birth parents would be proud of. And then that chapter of my life ended, but the years kept coming. And I found myself stuck in a loop and unsure what to do. How do you top saving the world? Does it all just get worse from here? I wish I could go back to those simpler days. Life made sense. I knew my purpose. I had friends. I never wanted to lose that joy again. Beep, 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 beep. My alarm clock pops my dream like a balloon. I lay there for a while, staring up at my ceiling. Seeing everyone again, seeing the makeup line, it really flipped a switch somewhere inside me. Alistair nags me out of bed. At least some things never change, and I hurry to work. Time for work. I wonder what Lise is up to. Alistair, what are you doing here? I came to check on you. Now that we know something is happening with your magic, what if something else is wrong with you? Do you have a fever? I'm a little tired, I guess, but I'm fine. Do you remember how your job works? Do you know where we are right now? Do you know your name? I'm Akiko, Lost Princess of Serentia and retired magical girl. I work at this retail hell known as Glamour Pop, where I sell makeup. Did I pass? Yes, but don't let your guard down. Make sure you touch base with everyone, too. Now that you've reconnected with your magical girl teammates, you have a chance to hang out with them after work. If I'm not exhausted from work, that is. Right, if you have a good day at work, you'll have extra energy to visit your friends afterwards. If customers are extra terrible today, you might not have energy to visit multiple people. I should be careful about what I say to the customers. Ah, choices matter. Good luck. Hi, welcome to Glamour Pop. How can I help you? You could stop there. I need something sparkly for New Year's Eve. What should I buy? Wow, rude. I guess I'll suggest... How about body glitter? Lots of celebrities love wearing it. Ooh, that's perfect. I want to look like a star. Where can I find that? Right over here, if you follow me. Phew, I'm more exhausted than usual. I guess I'm feeling some side effects from magic disappearing too. I don't think I can hang out with anyone today, like Alistair said, but I can do it tomorrow. I mean, I feel like I gave the best answer for customer service, but then that was exhausting. I feel like it'd be way more exhausting to be like, get an attitude adjustment. I have to remember something with a good visual novel. The right answer isn't always right. There's multiple stories. That's true too. Yeah, maybe if I'm devoted to my customer service job, magic will just disappear and that'll be like the choice I make, essentially. Working with customers today was exhausting, but they're always a bit demanding, aren't they? I'm glad to be home. I guess nothing really strange happened today. That's a good sign. Perhaps all the stuff with magic was just a hiccup. Meow. Yes, Alistair, I know you have your magical cat senses or whatever, but... Meow. Alistair, is something wrong? Got another hairball stuck? Meow. Why aren't you talking? Are you giving me the silent treatment again? Meow. Is this because I didn't get the salmon-flavored treat? I told you they were all sold out. Completely random note, you just pulled a Reliquant Dagger in ESO? Nice. Meow. Wait, can you not talk at all? Mew. Uh-oh, this is really, really bad. This has never happened before, ever. An unprecedented events in the life of a former magical girl? Not a good sign. I better call the team up, even if they won't like it. We all arrive and cram into our old high school classroom. Akiko, tell us what's so important you need to call an emergency meeting for the second day in a row. ESO version of playing at Jace Verne's? And our musty old classroom? I admit it brings back memories. It does, but it's a little spooky at night, and ghosts are my natural enemies. Ghosts? They aren't punchable. Your fists would fly right through them. Is this going to be a regular thing? If so, I have to work around my schedule at the wood shop. It really is an emergency. Alistair, can you try talking again? You don't mean... Meow? Meow. I can't understand him at all anymore. His ability to speak is gone. Pulling, not playing. Got it. No, our funky little dude Al. To ban this person. There we go. I can still hear his voice. Meow. I mean, yeah, we can still hear his voice. It's more about comprehension. Maybe it's less about him not being able to communicate with us, and more about us losing our ability to understand him? I tried using my healing powers on him to see if it would help, but honestly I still can't manage to get things working again. Alistair crawls up in my lap. He seems exhausted from trying to communicate with us. We're going to scratch behind his ears. I stroke behind his ears and he lets up on the constant meowing. Eventually he drifts off. I admit I was never your cat's biggest fan, but I do feel for him, all pitiful like that. Miranda offers me the jacket on her waist to use as a blanket, but I shake my head. This is escalating faster than we're expecting. We all know the signs. Unusual events always lead to some villain with crazy plan. We can't just passively observe anymore. Finding out who's behind this needs to be our top priority. And honestly, it hurts not being able to understand him. He's snarky, cryptic, and a huge pain in my butt sometimes, but Alistair is my closest companion. It doesn't feel like it's not adjusting it at all. What if I mute it completely? Oh, voice volume. You're always looking out for others, leader. There we go, I was adjusting the wrong thing, that's why. And I know this is upsetting news, but just remember we're here. What's up, nerds? Oh no, Solaire. And beautiful ladies. You? Not a lady, but you're still an... Did you mean to say a sight for sore eyes? Reliquant is still in the running for best single target damage gear in ESO. Nice. I like how Solaire looks like Yu-Gi-Oh or something. Yes, this is Solaire. I warned you about him. Useless man-baby who inherited some magical soul cards, or that's what he decided to call them, and Jackie, our sentinel soul, will never forgive him. He only ever used them to try to pick up girls, feel cool, and get in our way. Yes, we dated. How? Why? Was it the hair? My impressionable young mind? Yes, I'm filled with deep shame and regret. No, I will not give you details. Oh, hey there, Boyoung. I've been keeping a close eye on you. Ara suddenly turns pale. You know, now that you're famous, I consider giving us another chance. Absolutely not. Come on, it'd be good for your image. It would completely ruin my image. Hold up, what do you mean by another chance? Oh, Ara, you didn't. She did. Oh my god. I can tell Ara is dying inside. Let's just move on. Solaire sidles up to Miranda. Oh, hey, Miranda. No. Hey, just trying to say hello to an old friend. We were never friends. Solaire slides away from Miranda. Solaire then slides up to Jackie, who gives him a not-so-friendly punch to the arm. He stumbles for a moment from the impact. How's it been, Solaire? Jackie is smiling at him, but not in a sweet way. Ow, nice job, buddy. I barely tapped you. But anyways, that's what you get for naming your stupid cards soul cards. I should sue, honestly. He looks KJ up and down. F off. I didn't know you expanded the team. Who's this femme fatale? Solaire, that's KJ. Behind his blank expression, I can see the cogs turning in his head. Whatever you're about to say, I don't want to hear it. Why not? After all these years, I thought you'd love to finally hear a compliment from me. Jackie, sweetie, could you punch him again? Right in the nuts. Whoa there, Morticia. Take it easy. I know you'll change your mind eventually. He just never stops talking, does he? Changing gears, Wolfman doubted your ability to get his run to 100 mil in Balatro yesterday. Oh, but you helped get him through? I didn't know Wolfman was playing Balatro. Best hand was 56 billion, oh my god. He claps his hands and looks to all of us like he's about to give a speech. I brace myself. He just started on Saturday. Wow. Yesterday? Or last week Saturday, maybe? That's crazy. I haven't played Balatro in so long. He got a double blueprint run. Ooh. He claps his hands and looks to all of us like he's about to give a speech. I brace myself. Aw, yeah. This is happening. Sonic reference? Try to stop the useless man, baby. It would be like trying to stop the Earth from turning. He is inevitable. It's so nice to see the dream team back together. My favorite magical ladies to back me up in my most excellently successful battles against evil. Miranda's eyes glaze over as he starts talking. Backing you up? You mean saving the world while you played card games behind us? That's rich coming from the cowardly bubble girl. KJ cracks their knuckles. Okay, Hedgehog, that's enough. I'm gonna wipe that grin right off your face. Jackie steps in and places a hand on KJ's shoulder. You know he's not worth it. KJ stares Solaire down a few seconds, then backs off. I think he actually got intimidated by that. So, anyway, you may have heard that they're making an anime of my exploits, which of course will stay faithful to the manga. The Power of the Cards, one boy's journey to manhood fighting evil in 4 suits. Oh, that comic you drew about yourself and your wonderful soul cards? I remember that. He handed out photocopied books of his comic to the entire school. The drawings were atrocious. Tell me you won't be tackling a whole anime with your level of artistic technique. Hey, the sales of my Soul Card collectible deck were really high last year. The sales will finance the anime with some help from my trust fund. Jackie looks like she's about to crack at the mention of Soul Cards again. I need to redirect his attention. Once he starts talking about this stuff, he never stops. I'm gonna show him something shiny. Solaire, look at this sparkly makeup case. Ha, can't distract me. I have learned your tricks. Dang, I've used this tactic one too many times on him. I need new material. Then what are you doing here? Right. I'm on spirit hunting duty. Any scary ghosts that haunt this sacred ground better peace out before I find them. Ghosts? Spirit hunting? I guess the school has always been pretty spooky at night. Jackie, there are no ghosts. He is an idiot. Well, actually, please, no more tangents. Solaire looked at me with a pleading look, but I hold my ground. Anyway, my sweet nothings, I just came here to tell you to always believe in yourselves. He winks. God, he winked at us. Feel the blaze, baby. With a flash of a card, he promptly explodes. Classic Solaire exit. Is he gone yet? I blacked out for a second. How did he know where we were? He always had an uncanny sense for tracking us down. Also, why is his magic okay? Total unearned confidence and stupidity. I'll clock him in the face next time he interrupts us like that. Maybe Solaire's the reason for all of this. He's definitely a draining presence. I'd agree, but that's definitely wishful thinking. He's annoying, but he couldn't hurt a fly. I don't know, my ears hurt just listening to him. He always fumbled with his magical cards during battle and he never managed to actually hit any of the enemies with them. In some ways, I actually feel bad for him. I don't. I really don't. Dweeb aside, I'm going to keep looking into this. But I'm not exactly mourning the loss of my power if it happens. Ara looks taken aback by this comment. Some of us actually still care about magic, and the team for that matter. I'm expecting everybody to be on their toes. I never said I didn't care about the team, and they can speak for themselves, you know? Right. Are these two always on such thin ice? I make eye contact with Jackie and Miranda. Jackie gives me a sympathetic smile while Miranda shakes her head. Anyways, let's try to stay in touch more often. Maybe check up on a few of our old enemies, see what they're up to. We should make an effort to drop in on each other's schedules, just for safety's sake, you know? The group nods in unison. I can see some hesitation, though. Akiko, I'd like to see the sentimentality makeup in person. I haven't seen it yet either. Can't say I'm all that enthusiastic to see it. Still, we should swing by Akiko's store sometime, see what our magical girl work has turned into. Okay. It's the makeup. That would be a classic Sailor Moon plot. The scary boss lady is distributing makeup that is sapping them of their strength. It would make sense why Akiko and, what's-her-face, Ara's magic seem to be drained first. That is my prediction. Still, we should swing by Akiko's store sometime, see what our magical girl work has turned into. Jackie, I promise you'll love it. Just give it a try. I mean, if you say so, Ara. Great, now that's decided, I'll be in contact. I'll do my best to check in with everybody. And with that, we disperse. It's been a long day. I pass out as soon as I get home. No, shut up, alarm. Let me sleep 10 more minutes. When I get to work in the morning, there's a crowd that's gathered outside the store entrance, which is blocked by a line of security guards. Excuse me, can you all let me through? Crazed fan. No way, if anyone's seeing Ara, it's me. Right, I should have known. Better not get my pay docked if I'm late because of this. But I work here? Let me through, I have rent to pay. Wait, does that mean you can help us meet Ara? Fan grabs my wrist and stretches my arm out, and they scribble their number onto my skin. They yank me into the crowd behind them, and with their help, I'm actually able to make it to the front. Tell her to call me. Sure. I show the security guards my employee ID and they let me into the store. Geez, what a hassle. I hope that's never washed off easily. I rush into the store and enter the employees only section, where I clock in just in the nick of time. When I return, I finally take a look at what's causing all of the commotion. Interesting. Ara is posing in front of a colorful display that shows the sentimentality line. She is smiling brightly with a mascara wand held up to her eyes. There is a flurry of camera flashes, and she switches to another pose. It is pretty mesmerizing to watch. She is radiating confidence, and she gives off the captivating dreamlike aura that celebrities have. I never would have expected her to become an idol, but then again, I never put a lot of thought into what our personal futures would look like. Life after the Sentinels wasn't something I could really comprehend. That was part of the reason why I didn't exactly plan out my future. I wonder, has Ara always been like this, or was the aura something she cultivated over her past few years? Watching her, I almost forget how irritated I am she's agreed to model for this in the first place. I should really bring that up soon. While this is going on, I don't have to deal with customers at least. The shoot keeps going until we get closer to our delayed opening time, and Lise and I do menial operations around the store. Anna Lee occasionally appears to monitor the shoot, and Lise hides in the back to avoid her. When it seems to be over, Ara heads over to me. I'm so tired, I wish I could take a nap. Smiling for cameras and holding makeup products is hard. Harder than you think. You try looking excited about nothing for hours. It's emotionally exhausting. I'd still take it over dealing with rude customers any day. By the way, I never congratulated you on becoming an idol. You're just like TTJ now. I'm not quite there yet, but thank you. What else have you been up to while I've been gone, other than the whole idol thing? Other than that, not much. Nothing you can't find in a magazine article anyways. What about you? Anything new other than your job? Adult life sucks. I'm trying my best to survive out here. I used to think that saving the world would be my greatest obstacle. Now it's just rent. At least things were a lot more straightforward when we were kids, huh? It's nice to remember the old times, right? I've been feeling particularly nostalgic recently myself, so I'm glad I've been able to see everyone together again. Although, who would have thought, after everything that happened, we'd be at such different places in our lives? We saved the world, but now I'm a superstar and you're here. Wow, that's kind of condescending. How could she act like she's all that when she used the Sentinels to get where she is? I still haven't talked to her about why she even agreed to the campaign in the first place. Maybe now is as good a time to bring it up as any. To be honest, I'm disappointed in you. Excuse me? Well, someone has to say it. Pull over to the side where hopefully no one overhears us and use my best angry whisper. How could you exploit your magical world past for fame like this? Using the Sentinels as a marketing tool for your own selfish gain. You didn't even ask us. The boy young I knew cared about us enough to at least do that. Are you kidding me? You're accusing me of not caring? You haven't given the team a second thought for years. I don't remember how long it's been since I've heard from you. And now you're pretending to care because the magic is disappearing. That has nothing to do with— Shut up. I heard enough of this bullshit from KJ. I don't need it from you too. A significant portion of the profits from the sentimentality line is going to charity. Did you even think to ask about that? Or about how the Sentinels are public domain? How I might be able to keep our name clean if I'm involved? Of course you didn't. You think just because you used to be the leader of our group, you can keep telling us what to do without hearing us out. That's not fair. Don't tell me how to live my life. I'm not hurting anyone, and I'm doing more for the world than you are, and I don't need your permission to do any of it. I can use my experiences however I want, and if you have a problem with that, then fuck off. Staff member runs over, looking like she's about to clamp her hand over Ara's mouth. We still have cameras here, watch yourself. Ara glares at you like it's all your fault. Sorry, Tiff, won't happen again. She storms off and I take a deep breath to try and calm down. I feel bad, but she needed to hear it anyways. It's not right to use her magical girl life for fame. I'll probably have to see her again soon. Hopefully she calms down by then. Time for work. Is it time to retire yet? Hi, welcome in. How can I help you? Hey, is your coworker in today? The brunette with the glasses? Oh, Lise? She's on her break. I'm not sure what this person wants. Anyways, what can I do for you? Oh, sorry to be weird. She was really knowledgeable about eco-friendly brands. I'm looking for something like that today. If that's the case, I can try and help. Let's see if I can remember what Lise told me. Shampoo with horse graphics on label. This shampoo was originally made for horses, but humans can use it too. Whoa, really? I love horses. Yeah, you can get the shiniest mane with this product. I'll take it. Thank goodness I remembered what Lise told me. I was just like, horses, good. I have free time now. Thankfully, I had a not-so-terrible day at work. I feel like I can have the energy to do a couple things today. Who should I go hang out with now? Since I have the opportunity. Let's also save. Oh, and it has been almost an hour, so I guess I can give my thoughts about this. I think this game is pretty good so far, especially for being free. I would say if you are into visual novels, I feel like this one's pretty well written. I haven't noticed any typos. Like, it seems pretty well done, honestly, particularly for being free. It seems like there may be some paid DLC, if looking at the store page. Yeah, seems pretty good. Let me actually pull it up in my library. Yeah. Oh, no, it's a free DLC. Cool. Yeah, it's among one of the better visual novels I've done. It has an interesting topic. It's fun for if you enjoyed Sailor Moon, basically, because it has a lot of references to that, but also that kind of era of anime, you know. Solaire seems to be a combination of Yu-Gi-Oh! And Sonic. Yeah, so I think we're going to continue with this, but I'm going to run an ad break first and grab a snack. So I shall BRB. And if you have a vote on who you would like me to visit, you can put that in the chat. Okay, I have returned. Superbase says, I'm not super partial. It's always hard for you to get into the genre. Visual novels are not really your thing. Honestly, I'm kind of interested in Miranda. She seems like a little bit of a mystery to me. The workshop is cozy and full of half-finished projects and tools. It smells musty and woody. It's nice. No one else is around, but I see Miranda at a drafting table looking at blueprints. She hasn't noticed me. Her eyelids are heavy and her head bobs forward like she might fall asleep. I should probably wake her up. Miranda? Ah, what? Oh, hey Akiko, didn't see you come in. Seemed like you were dozing off. Is now an okay time? Dozing? Oh no. Miranda feverishly checks herself at work around her. What are you doing? Being tired on the job is a huge safety issue. I could have cut off a finger or worse, broken one of the client's orders. That doesn't sound worse. Speaking of, you're in a workshop. Wear this. She hands me a hard hat and some safety goggles. I see her hands are strong, but show some wear and tear from her work. How do I look? YMC? Don't finish that thought. What about you? I know what I'm doing. But your hands, they have some cuts. Hazard of the job. I could heal them. My magic's been inconsistent, but it wouldn't require much. No, I'm fine. It's really no trouble. This is what band-aids are for, and you said yourself your magic's been on the fritz. You should probably stop pushing and change the subject. How long have you been here today? I came in really early this morning to finish a personal project, and then it was time to clock in. Do you sleep at all? Yes, sometimes. What are you working on? We have an order for some long dining tables from a brewery in town. Take a look. She shows me a long wooden table and accompanying bench. They are sturdy and inviting. Not only that, there's intricate carving work along the edges of the table. It's beautiful. Still gotta sand it and do the final stain finish. It's really well done. Not really, not yet. What do you mean? It's amazing. I don't like how wide and lifeless the legs are, and the carvings could more smoothly transition at the corners. It could be better. You really got an eye for this stuff. Maybe. I'd look around and see behind Miranda there's a wall of plaques for Employee of the Month. Her face is on almost all of them. That's a lot of Employee of the Month plaques with your name on it. There's only 6 employees. Are you all 6 of them? Miranda laughs. It's nice to see her laugh. You must be doing something right. They can clearly rely on you. Thank you for saying that. They're really wonderful to me. They let me use the workshop before and after hours and any spare materials. Sounds like you've found something you're really passionate about. I think so too. It's the right medium, but what? It's just hard for me to get inspired these days. The day job, this stuff with the squad, it's a lot. I feel like I don't have the same creative spark. What inspires me? Do you listen to certain music? Research images? It's more like a feeling I get when I touch materials. Like, what I want is already in there, it's just my job to bring it out. Then I start to see colors, shapes, and I just make what I see. Can I see something you've made? Sure. Miranda brings out one of her projects. It's a jewelry box made of wood. On top, she's carved stars and patterns. There's iridescent stones inlaid in the wood, too. Looks like the night sky exploding with new galaxies. It glows like it's been touched by her Stardust magic. This is beautifully crafted. Thank you, but not again. Seems like I infused it with magic even when I try not to. In a flash, Miranda explodes the jewelry box into a burst of stardust. The wooden stones fall apart and land with a thud on the work table. Why did you do that? It wasn't good enough. It needs to be perfect if it's going to last. Why does it have to last? I want to make something that stands the test of time, but most things don't. Is something really only valuable if it lasts forever? Miranda seems lost in thought. Thanks for showing me around here. It's really wonderful to see what you're making. Thanks for coming. May not seem like it, but I like showing people what I do. I should get back to it. Tables don't build themselves. See you soon, Akiko. Who should I go hang out with now? Jackie. After calling ahead for the okay, I arrived at the park where I was supposed to meet Jackie and Layla. Apparently they were training outdoors today, but when I arrive, Leia is on a swing set with Jackie resting on a bench nearby. Jackie gets up as soon as she sees me and goes to greet me. When Leia notices me, she gives a wave and shouts, "Hi, weirdo lady." Still with the weirdo. Akiko, you came at a good time. We're near the end of training. At the park, huh? It's park day. We already ran around the lake, shadowboxed, and did pull-ups on the monkey bars. I see. It sounds like a lot of hard work. I feel like I could be blinded by the twinkling lights in Leia's eyes. She was pumped up. Oh yeah, big-time training for big-time gains. Since we already did our workout, Leia's taking the initiative to do some freestyle training till we're done. Freestyle! Leia takes a big jump off the swing set and lands on her feet. Not losing momentum, she starts to scramble her way to the jungle gym but stops midway. Make sure you watch me, coach. Don't get distracted and go all kissy-face with your girlfriend. Ha, she's not my girlfriend, you brat. Leia sticks her tongue out before rushing over to the jungle gym. Your girlfriend, teased Jackie over kissing. So was that a no to kissing then? Jackie's lips a surprised laugh, but is too stunned to say anything at first. Flushed as she is, she grinned and lightly nudged me with her elbow. Hey, don't tell me you're gonna start teasing me too, huh? You know I'm the coach and not the punching bag, right? Yeah, could've fooled me. I go to point the small bruise I couldn't quite heal the other day on Jackie's side, but Jackie gives a small yelp and nearly jumps when she notices the motion and grabs my hand to stop me. I'm going to touch it, you know. Oh, right. So much for that tickle tolerance, huh? Oh, you have jokes today, don't you? I blame Leia. She's rubbing off on me. We laugh it off and Jackie lets go of my hand. The two of us find a nice bench to sit at while Leia does her freestyle training. So is she always this sassy? Leia, believe it or not, that wasn't always the case. She really comes out of her shell. You're kidding, right? You're telling me that little ball of energy and sass used to be shy? Yeah, something like that. I'm glad she can joke about it now, but she used to be pretty shaken up about the bridge incident. You know, that's one of the reasons why her father sent her out our way in the first place, to help her feel not so powerless. She's poured her little heart into boxing, and it's really starting to pay off. She has confidence to spare now. So I'll put up with a little teasing now, here and there. She's earned it. That's so sweet. I had no idea of her struggle. Yeah, she surprises me. I saved her life, but I never really thought about the weight she's been carrying since then. Not until I got to know her. Makes you really stop and think about about if we could have done some things better. I wasn't thinking about it before, but now she mentioned it, I am. Thought lingers between us both, bringing an uncomfortable silence. So, park day, huh? Oh yeah, we tend to do this about every week or so. We start off with a proper workout routine, and then she gets to freestyle for a while. It just looks like she's playing to me. I affectionately call it an unorthodox workout. Like climbing a jungle gym? Good for hand-eye coordination, balance, and strength building. I guess that's true. It's different from what I pictured. You might not catch Rocky on a regimen like this, but for a kid like Leia, it's a perfect way to round off a week or two of tough training sessions. Jackie stares wistfully at Leia as the kid climbs up and flips herself upside down, hanging from the bars with only her legs and throwing a few practice punches for the fun of it. Leia's a little different. She needs some creative freedom here and there to get the best results. Her father doesn't seem to mind either, so why not let her have this? After all, she's just a kid, Akiko. One day things are going to get hard for her, and she'll wish she could have taken it easy when she had the chance. Until those days come, she should get to enjoy herself, right? Yeah, I guess you're right. It does make sense why she seems so motivated around you. Talk between us goes quiet while we watch Leia go. She really did seem to have boundless energy. There's something nostalgic about watching Leia play, even though we rarely had time to go out and do so ourselves as Sentinels. That was the kind of world we lived in, and it was hard to balance saving the world and having a life. Akiko, I'm thinking about passing my ring to Leia. What? Really? Like, right now? No, not right now, but maybe in the near future. Are you serious, Jackie? Very. I mean, it's going to be her choice in the end, but I feel like I'm not really cut out for the ring anymore. I feel a pang in my heart after hearing that. I understood that KJ wanted nothing to do with their powers, but I didn't expect Jackie would want to give up on them either. The finality of our group disbanding never really set in for me. I think part of me has always felt we would come back to this point. I think part of me has always felt that we would come back to this at some point after a great danger would present itself again. Now that such a danger has arrived, I can't help but feel like our group is living on borrowed time. Her magic, she should get to choose what she does with it. It's your power, Jackie. You get to choose what to do with it. I'll support whatever you decide to do with it. Thanks, Akiko. That means a lot to hear you say that. Alistair's probably going to be really against it, but my mind is made up. Well, you let me deal with Alistair, okay? Yeah, alright. You know the little dude best after all. So, does she know that you want to pass it down to her, I mean? Yeah, she does. We talked about this for quite a bit, and we reached an agreement. She can become a magical girl, but if she does, she can no longer box, not competitively at least. She can give it up when she wants to, but it's always going to be one or the other. Isn't that a bit hypocritical? That's what you did when you were a Sentinel. Jackie bit her lip and grabbed the wrist of her right arm. Her arm trembled a bit when she looked distant, no doubt in her memories. Yeah, and that was a mistake, Akiko. I got hurt in ways even you can't heal by pushing myself like that. What do you mean? You always told me my healing kept you in the game. I didn't lie, but I messed up big time relying on you so heavily. I just have a lot of old pains that feel deeper than where your magic could touch. Plus, there's just this trauma I feel from it. There's this hesitation I can't seem to train out of me. I have to force myself to stop turtling up in spars with people closer to my age. It's been bad enough to can my boxing career. I'm sorry, Jackie, I didn't know. I know, that's also my fault. I wanted to be tough for everyone, so I kept it to myself. Kept a lot to myself. I'm sorry, I'm throwing a lot at you suddenly. No, don't be. It's refreshing to see you open up like this. I like it. You think so? Jackie looks down at nothing in particular, in her way of trying to hold back a smile. She was always cute when she tried to hide the heart she wore on her yellow plaid sleeves. Well, I guess I'll keep that in mind. You better, and hold nothing back. You don't have to pull your punches when you're with me. Haha. Jackie eases up and finally lets go of her wrist and relaxes. Alright, but don't regret it later. You know I hit hard. I won't. And just so we're clear, you're okay with this, right? You know how harsh the lifestyle gets. Are you sure you're okay with the idea of Leia doing the same thing? Yeah, she has something to prove, and if it's what she wants to do, I won't get in her way. But as her coach, I'll be keeping a keen eye on her and making sure she avoids making the same mistakes I did. Coach Martinez, you're not watching! Our time together gets cut short when Leia comes sprinting back. I knew it, you're doing the kissy face thing, aren't you? I'm not! I see a smug expression creep up on Leia. Leia seems to picks something up much like a shark to the scent of blood. She doesn't say anything, but Jackie's face grows into a bright shade of red. Wow, just look at the time. We should get back to your gym before your father shows up. Would you like some more company for the walk back? Sure, I don't mind. I'll be on my best behavior, Coach Martinez. You better. For the whole walk back to the gym, Leia didn't say a word, keeping her promise as best she could. Unfortunately, she never dropped her smug grin. Finally, time for bed. I stay awake for a while with the usual 20-something as a sense of dread, but eventually I fall asleep. Alistair jumps on my stomach to wake me up, demanding food. Alright, alright. It took me a bit to settle in, but I'm ready for work. Customers had already made a mess of things by the register and I need to clear it up before another wave hits. Feeling kind of lonely. Forgot it was Lisa's day off. Before I could really start, I was surprised by the appearance of a familiar face. Yo, Akiko! Jackie, what are you doing here? I was in the neighborhood and I thought I'd drop by, see if I could catch you working. It's unlike you to not call ahead. Hey, wait. This isn't you getting back at me for doing the same, right? Maybe. Or maybe I just want to catch a working woman in her element. Then the best way to do that would be to let her work, wouldn't you agree? My stomach twists when I finally notice Analea looming behind us. I feel like I'm being caught red-handed for doing something terrible with the way she glares at me with those cold eyes. I suddenly get the feeling my job security's on the line. And Jackie's gone. Socialize on your time, not mine. You have work to do, correct? Go do it. As much as I want to say something, I really need this job. I moved back to the register, but Jackie and Analea are still in earshot. And as for you, have we met before? No, ma'am. No, I suppose that must be true. I doubt I would forget such a pretty face. Whoa, Analea being nice? I can see from the corner of my eye Jackie growing shy under Annalee's gaze. Jackie I knew was quick to give a flirtatious quip back or be evasive in some way, but she goes still instead. Her rhythm seems to be thrown off. As a valued customer at our store, let me pick out some samples for you from our new line. I know just the thing. Oh, this is a sales tactic. Annalee's hand glides over the sample collection, pulls a few pieces out. Jackie finally finds the courage to say something, but is interrupted when Analea raises a lipstick near Jackie's lips. Yes, I see it now. Jackie, was it? Sentinel Soul will be a great fit for you. Huh? Jackie barely chokes the word out. It's from our new brand Sentimentality line. Our brand new Sentimentality line. With these shades of color, I think it would be really let that pretty face of yours shine. You simply must try it. Analea hands off various samples to Jackie, who's barely keeping up with her. If you're going to come in here and talk to your little friend, why don't you do me a favor and come in wearing these? I don't think I would mind it too much then, not when you could show other customers how dazzling you could really be with just a little touch-up. This is the bad guy, and the makeup is what's draining the magic. That is what is happening. That is what is happening. Just so you all know, that is the plot of this story. I have called it. This is just helping confirm it. Okay, yes ma'am, I'm just going to buy these real quick. Analea chuckles to herself. Jackie freezes again, wondering what she did wrong this time. They're free samples, dear. Oh right, the sign, I can read, haha. What if it's the unrest between them? Oh, them not having the power of friendship? I guess that could be the case. Super Bass says it's totally the makeup. Yeah, but I mean, you have to sow the seeds of doubt. Yeah, I mean, I could see lacking the power of friendship. Like, maybe this is a red herring. Like I said, this whole thing of free samples of makeup and stuff like that, draining energy, like, that is a season 1 Sailor Moon plot. Like, I think there's an actual episode that is about that. So, it could be a red herring. It could be a red herring. It's possible. And it is actually the fact that they are lacking the power of friendship or whatever. But I don't know. Bye! And like that, Jackie hurries herself out of the shop with her arms full of makeup samples. Silly girl. Should have at least asked for a bag to carry all that. As if knowing she's being watched, Annalie's eyes meet my own. And what are you looking at? Back to work. Right, yes ma'am. I rush to a display counter that needs a little maintenance, rearranging the sample products to look busy. But really, my head is racing. Had Annalie picked out the Sentinel Sol-themed products for Jackie coincidentally? I peek over my shoulder to stare a glance at Annalie, who is now chiding my perpetually distressed manager. She must have. She doesn't seem to recognize me as Sentinel Starlight. And I'm sure Ara wouldn't tip her off about us. I looked towards the storefront where Jackie had scattered off just moments before. Well, that was a short-lived visit. Guess it's back to work. Time for work. Another day of minimum wage. Whoopee. Welcome in. Sup, looking for a majorly cool gift for my boyfriend. Can you suggest anything for a dude? Of course, anything in the store could work. Makeup isn't limited by gender. But off the top of my head, a boyfriend might really enjoy this. How about hair gel? It'll give your boyfriend a slick back look. Wicked, this'll be great at raves. Hey, you're cute, you should come with us sometime. Really? Maybe another time. The look they are giving me is making me blush. I have free time now. Thankfully, I had a not-so-terrible day at work. I feel like I have the energy to do a couple things today. Who should I go hang out with now? Well, who have I not seen, I guess? Let's visit Lee's. It's her day off. I didn't see her today. I walk into the park and see my coworker Lee's looking tranquil under a tree. Akiko, you exist outside the store. Here in my full corporeal glory. It's nice to see you in the outside world. What are you up to out here? I miss trees. Nature is, how do I put it? When I'm in the store, I'm like an ostrich. And behind the counter is the sand. Exactly, you get me. Out here, I'm a capybara. Because you're cute? Because you're chill? Exactly, capybaras sometimes take baths in hot springs. They look so relaxed. Nature makes me feel that way. I'm also into nature documentaries. Sometimes I come out here and take video and practice. But it's mostly just pigeons, and they are divas. Why do you work at Glamour Pop then? My parents work at a non-profit helping to save endangered ecosystems in the city. I always wanted to work with nature, like be an ecological activist. No, be a vet, and a park ranger, and a marine biologist? That's perhaps too many jobs. That's what my career counselor told me. I needed rent, so I started working at the makeup store. And then just kept working there. I get so overwhelmed about the future that I just freeze and I can't take any steps forward. I know how that feels. I'm so glad you're my work wife. I don't know what I'd do there without you. I know I want to make a difference, but then I think there are so many more talented people out there than me. What can I really do? Which is why people like that Ara idol make me so mad. Why have magic if you only use it to beat up other people with magic and then sell CDs? She could be doing so much more to help real people with real problems. I could do so much more if I had magic, but then again, I never want that kind of destructive power. Nature is a kind of magic. You're right, it certainly feels magical to me. That's why it's worth protecting. And I don't need magic to do my part. If I can figure out what that will be, and avoid what? Oh, nothing. I know you figured it out. You too, you're amazing. I know you'll find your way too. We chat a little longer at the park. I'm glad I came out. Then it's time to go. See you at the next shift, definitely. Who should I go hang out with now? KJ. I'm still mad at Ara, so. I text KJ and ask if they want to hang out. They ask me to swing by their work so we can go for coffee together. I make my way downtown and follow their directions to the tattoo parlor. I feel out of place here in my pastel cardigan and beret. Fortunately, nobody seems to be around. I suddenly hear KJ's voice from the back room. They boom with a masculine bravado. Alright, Bruce, I'm about. See ya. Enjoy your date. Nah, dude, it's not a date. Oh, hey, princess, you're right on time. Tease them. It's too good to pass up. A date, huh? Shut up. That's just Bruce ribbing me. He ribbs me about everything. I mean, sometimes people tease each other about the truth, too. Wait, What are you saying? Relax, I'm just joking, dummy. Oh, of course, good one, ha 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 ha. So, this is where you work, huh? Welcome to Needlework, may I take your order? How long have you been working here? Just a couple months. I'm still an apprentice, but trying to learn fast. Bruce and the team did so many tattoos for me, and the question of learning the trade kind of popped up, and here we are. I mean, yeah, if you have a passion for it, then why not? Yeah, but we should probably have this conversation over a coffee. We're closing up in a minute. We head on over to a whole lot of love and settle down with drinks that are maybe 99% milk foam and syrup. So, KJ. They look up from their drink, sporting a handsome foam mustache. Akiko, shoot. Gotta ask about the motorbike. Oh, for real? I didn't think you'd be interested in that. I'm interested in that it's you riding one. When did that happen? I got my full license about 6 months ago. It's been fun. So recently. Yeah, I had to sort out some stuff first. Oh crap, looks like I stepped on something I should have. So what kind of bike is it? It's a Peregrine Falcon GSX 1300R, first of its kind, only came out this year. Oh, that's nice. It's the fastest motorbike in the world, and probably will be forever, because there's new laws coming in next year restricting top speeds. I got pretty lucky, I guess. Is that something you should be laughing at, KJ? Well, I guess not. I have no intention to go 194 miles per hour, but it's always nice to know I bought a collector's item by accident. How fast? 194 miles per hour. Damn, KJ, how can you be so calm saying that? Aren't you scared? Why would I be? I could never imagine you being into motorbikes back in school. They can be so dangerous. Yeah. We pause in silence for a moment. I forget you didn't see any of the years in between. A lot's changed, Akiko. They're right. A few years ago, the KJ I knew was a shy and awkward geek, someone more at home in the computer lab and library than a tattoo parlor. KJ wasn't the strongest member of the team in a crisis. I've given them a lot of battlefield pep talks over the years. Their powers could protect people from all physical harm. Emotional harm? That's KJ's biggest weakness. They're a talented, reliable friend in many ways, but if you put the pressure on, they melt. Well, that was then, and this is now. Maybe things have changed. Hello, Earth to Akiko. It certainly looks like things have changed. Oh, sorry, I was just lost in thought for a moment. What were you thinking about, if you don't mind me asking? About how you used to be. What about it? Modern me not good enough for you? No, not at all. Just reflecting on who you were then compared to who you are now. Is that right? Yikes, walking on thin ice here. How have you been keeping up with everyone? Actually, let's flip the script. Why haven't you been keeping up with everyone? What? Quick, Akiko, think of something. I moved back to my home planet. I was gonna say it's been a struggle to keep up. Keep up with a friend who knows your super top secret identity, your most embarrassing secrets? It's okay, Akiko, I'm just teasing you. You can stop panicking now. Hey, that's not funny. It's pretty damn funny from where I'm sitting. Anyway, you're cool. I know how life can carry you away sometimes, and I didn't exactly call you either. To be honest, you spared yourself a couple of my messy years. So to answer your question, it's not been the easiest time for me lately, but it's alright. I got a lot of help from the team. Well, Jackie and Miranda anyway. Boyoung dipped. I recall back at the Golden Glove that a certain little girl was talking about a biker girlfriend. Could it be? But I also want to understand the rift that's open between KJ and Ara. We don't have much time until the cafe closes. What should I ask? I'll ask about Ara. Do you mind if we talk about Ara for a minute? Why, do you think it's her too? Think what is her? You know, our magic disappearing. KJ! What? It's a plausible theory. She's certainly the kind to hold a grudge. I glare at KJ. And you aren't? Just listen to you. You're really out for blood with Ara, aren't you? I have my reasons, so tell me. I should be going. I gotta get some chores in before band practice tonight. Wow, you really do have a lot on your plate, huh? Yeah, staying busy keeps the gremlins at bay. Gotta make up for lost time, you know? Well, as long as you're happy. Yeah, I am, especially with this chance to catch up with you, princess. They look at me with almost a sense of relief. Maybe this chance to show me the new KJ means more than they're letting on. Ride you home? Sorry, what'd you say? Would you like me to give you a ride home on my motorcycle? Sapphic overtones. No thanks, I think that would be too scary for me. As you wish. We walked to this corner and KJ surprised me with a big hug before we parted. They never used to take the initiative like that. As I watched them walk away, I reflected on how much a person can change in just a few short years. What a surprise would my old friend have in store for me if I kept looking. Finally, time for bed. I stay up way too late reading my favorite shoujo manga. Which love interest will Minako choose? Oh, shut up, alarm. Let me sleep 10 more minutes. After the debacle with Anna Lee on launch day, we arrived at the store today to some extensive notes on how to sell the Sentimentality makeup line. It's pretty textbook overbearing corporate speak, but Lise has been reading it like she's studying for an exam. I'm gonna encourage her. You're really studying hard. You're gonna hype the line so much that our first day of sales will be through the roof. You think so? I don't know. I'm not so good at the hype. Sure you are. You hype animals all the time. Even I now know that baby koalas eat their mother's poop, And you did it in a way that made me interested and not, well, I am still a little grossed out. But when you put your mind to it, you can get people really excited about a topic. Now I'm hyped up, thank you. The next customers who come into the store are going to get the full Lee's Martineau Glamour Pop approved sales pitch. The door opens and chimes, signaling that said customers have arrived. Oh my, it's KJ and Miranda coming to visit me at the store. Lee's marches right toward them before I can stop her. Hey Lee's, maybe the next customers are okay? Hello, valued shoppers. Welcome to Glamour Pop. May I have a moment of your time to speak to you today about a product that will bring some magic back into your daily beauty routine? Wow, she really did memorize it. Lee's finally looks up from her notes and takes Miranda and KJ. Miranda smiles warmly at her while KJ appears to be identifying all the nearby exits. Not that you aren't already beautiful or powerful. That's a really nice hat you have on, and your tattoos are so cool. Now you ask for the customer's name. Hi, what are your names? Miranda giggles a little at Lisa's unabashed enthusiasm. That's my work wife's charm. Even KJ seems to be warmed by it. KJ, I'm Miranda. What's your name? I'll be your sentinel to whisk you to your perfect makeup match. Akiko, her name is Lise. Don't interrupt. You're already good at talking to customers. They are mine. She clears her throat and turns back to her captive audience. KJ shrugs their shoulders at me. Yeah, back off, Akiko. I wouldn't mind a little concealer. I've been working a ton at help with the bags under my eyes. I have some right here that would be perfect for you. Lise whips out the concealer and puts it in Miranda's hand. On the contact, Lise freezes, blushing. She won't take away her hand. Lise? Her hands are so strong and nice. I'm a woodworker. That's amazing! Abby forcefully removes Lise from Miranda. Then she turns back to KJ. And what may I offer you? Eyeshadow? Lip gloss? Glitter spray? Please holster the glitter spray. But hey, maybe I could use a little something for an upcoming gig. You have a band too? Our stuff's probably not your style. A musician? Wow. I can do a test to find the perfect match for your skin tone. No, give me the palest you've got. The sheet says I should match your skin tone. Fuck the rules. We can look however we want. Lise suddenly gets very excited. It's like you care about how you look and also do not care, and that makes you very cool. We can do whatever we want. Who needs to look like a dumb magical girl anyway? Fuck yeah. Other customers are starting to stare. I've never seen Lise or KJ this riled up before, but together it seems like they really bring it out in each other. Let's not get fired. Can you please tone it down a little? Don't make me look cool in front of KJ. Party pooper. KJ turns back to Lise. That's totally off the wall. Like, have you heard of Kiss? Oh, well I can certainly make you even more kissable. Actually, I want to look repulsive, monstrous. Give me all the weirdest products in the line. Coming right up. Lise rushes to the back room with the speed of a gazelle. She's a trip. I like her. Me too. She's the best. Lise returns with a myriad of samples for both KJ and Miranda, then looks at me and finally realizes, oh my gosh, you all know each other and I just went on and I'm so sorry. Bye. Lise, it's okay, wait. And she's gone. KJ looks at the samples with a grimace. Our legacy, powdered nonsense, in cheap plastic pink cases, fitting. I can't believe Ara didn't tell us. We've all been dealing with moving forward in our own ways. This is Ara's way, I guess. If only we could all profit from our coping mechanisms. She's doing it for charity, at least. The three of us awkwardly stand quietly for a while. Yeah, I thought I should temper my response now that I heard her, like, she's donating most of the profits to charity. Do you want to try on these samples? That'd be nice. Why not? I lead them to the demonstration section with the mirror. While Miranda tries on the concealer, KJ gives himself a look that reminds me of Brandon Lee in that movie The Crow. It rocks. Miranda and KJ were always the quiet, dependable ones. Ara or Jackie were there to keep conversation going, but I actually don't mind their absence today. Let's KJ and Miranda open up a little. Miranda tells us some more about her work in the woodshop. Some of her pieces can be found around town. I'll have to look for them. KJ tells stories of the funniest tattoos people have asked him to do. Lise covers for me at the register so we aren't interrupted, but I probably shouldn't leave her for the whole shift. Any update on the magical mystery front? I checked up on some of our nastier ex-enemies. Do you know that Dr. Mustachio retired and opened a bakery? He makes a gnarly cream puff. We had a nice chat about how magic was really a negative force in our lives. Nice guy. Things seem quiet on my end, too. I talked with the scientist who helped us fight that dude with the magic mech suit. She hasn't seen anything weird with magic. Got it. Thanks for checking, and thanks for stopping by. I should probably get back to it before my manager sees. It's nice to see where you work. Don't let the capitalist overlords get you down, princess. Tell you what, I'll buy a few of these just to keep you keep the man off your back. We're valued customers of your fine establishment. Those are samples. You can just take them. The actual makeup line doesn't go on sale till New Year's Eve. Then we'll have to become repeat customers. This concealer is nice. Maybe then my supervisor will tell me I need to take fewer shifts because I look tired. Thanks, you two. See you later, Akiko. Later. Time to get back to work. Time for work. It's time to retire yet? Welcome to Glamour Pops. Is there something I can help you with? Hi there. Have you heard of the idol Ara? Yeah. What about her? Ara's the best. I love her look. I'm going to her concert soon and I want her to notice me. What should I get? Huh, something Ara would like. Ara would probably like... I hear she loves pink. Well, duh. So maybe this glittery pink nail polish. Yeah, I bet she'd like that. Maybe she'll notice my hands in the audience. I doubt she can see anything while performing under those lights. I have free time now. Thankfully, I had a not-so-terrible day at work. Who should I go hang out with? I guess I should go hang out with Ara, because it's the one person I have not hung out with yet. Ah yes, the wonderful smell of freshly ground coffee at 6 p.m. Sucks that I actually need it at this time if I want to do anything fun after work. Retail is so tiring. But I shouldn't think about that now. I can't take work home with me or I'll go insane. Now it's time for chic coffee shop girl vibes. Since it's later in the day, the cafe isn't too crowded, which is nice. I start to head to the barista, but in the corner of the cafe I spot someone familiar. Yep, that is definitely Ara wearing a wig. She spots me at the same time I see her and glares at me. Maybe I should say something. If I don't, things might get even more awkward. Hey, Ara. Shh, oh my god, how dumb are you? I'm in disguise. I don't know if that's effective, but okay. Whatever. I'm going to be blunt. I don't really want to talk to you outside of team meetings. I'm going to help you fix the magic because it's important to me, but outside of that, I think it's better for us to keep some distance. I'm gonna apologize. I went a little overboard when we met at the makeup launch. I'm sorry. I didn't realize some of the profits are going to charity, and I didn't know that Sentinels are basically public domain. Remember the Dolls of Us, the shitty anime? I liked the anime. Of course you did. You were the main character. Anyways, I know the makeup line is kind of messed up, but I didn't agree to this without thinking about it first. With me around, I can make sure the money is going to the right places and I make sure they don't slander our names. I see. Sorry for judging you so harshly. You could have just asked me about it before scolding me like I'm a child. I always hated that about you. You never listened to me what I had to say. I didn't realize you felt like that. Yeah, well, it's whatever now. So, why did you become an idol? Ara takes a deep sigh. As Sentinels, we were symbols of hope and justice. We saved the entire world multiple times. After we all parted ways, I felt like I didn't have a purpose anymore. I felt useless and I didn't know what to do. All I had left was my singing. So when I got the opportunity to become an idol, I took it. I know you might not agree with my decision to create Ara from Sentinel Aurora. KJ thinks I'm a sellout for it. But the Sentinels were the most important thing in the world to me. I wanted to incorporate that part of myself into my music. Sentinel Aurora is my identity, and I should be able to use it however I want to. I don't know if I agree still, but there have been plenty of times where we have disagreed and moved past it. That's true. Ara smiles softly at me. I think I can take that as confirmation that she accepts my apology. So do you really think the wig isn't helping? I don't think blue is my color anyways. What do you think? You look cute. I know. I just wanted to hear it from you. Should I dye my real hair this color? I've been thinking about it, but the pink color is so tied to the brand. I think you look pretty with any color. You don't have to keep complimenting me, it's getting suspicious. Before you ask, no, I can't get you backstage to see TTJ. No, you know they used to be my favorite. I need to confess my love to Tyranny before it's too late. If you stay on my good side, I'll consider putting in a good word for you. But you should get rid of your poster before that. The kiss marks might freak her out. The cafe speakers start playing a new song. I recognize it immediately as one of Ara's singles. It played on the radio constantly when it was released last summer. Cafe patron 1. Ugh, I hate this song. Same. I wish they played some real music. And an Ara song, it's like people like her that are ruining what it means to be an artist. She really thinks she's all that and a bag of chips. Ara isn't saying anything, but the look on her face tells me that she definitely hears them. Hey, don't listen to them. Your music wouldn't be popular if it wasn't good. You have so many fans who love your music. No, it's not, they're not, no one's ever... She can barely speak. Maybe she's never encountered a zealous anti-fan like this before. I don't know what to say to help her. Ara bites down her lip. She looks like she could burst into tears. Let's get out of here, okay? Before she can respond, I grab her hand and quickly lead her out of the cafe. We don't stop walking till we reach the park a few blocks away. Are you okay? Huh? I said, are you okay? Oh, right, I'm fine. Sorry. That was... Never mind. You wouldn't understand. I mean, I know I can't completely empathize with you in the situation, but I want to help you if I can. I appreciate it, but it's not something you can help with. I think I'm gonna go home. Sorry about all this. I'll see you later, okay? Hey, don't worry about it. I'll see you later. I didn't know she was that sensitive about her music career. Maybe she needs space to process this. Art gives me a weak, bittersweet smile before she leaves. I get the feeling there's something that she's not telling me. I wish that she would open up to me more. Hope that she's okay. Who should I go hang out with now? Well, now we've seen everybody at least once. I wonder if you hang out with a particular person enough, if you can date them. Like, I wonder if there's, like, a romance element to this. Because there's definitely, like, flirting and stuff. I feel like I like Miranda the best, honestly. It's not hard to guess where Miranda will be at any hour of the day. As predicted, I find her hard at work at the workshop again. She seems to be more intensely concentrating than usual. There's beads of sweat on her brow. Knock knock. Hey, Kiko, come on in. When she sees me, she steps away from her project, the beginnings of a gorgeous bookshelf using different types of wood, and wipes off her sweat. She hands me safety glasses with a nod. What are you working on today? Must be really tough because you're working up quite the sweat. The project isn't the toughest part. Well, what is? I'm trying to not put any of my magic into it. I thought it would be easier, but it takes a lot of effort just to keep it held back. Honestly, it's a bit strange building something like this way. Why hold back your magic at all? Imbuing my magic into creations was second nature. I guess I wanted to see what it'd be like without it. How's it been? Really hard. I don't know if I can keep on my usual pace like this. That could make my work suffer, but then again, I'm trying to figure out where magic fits into my life now. This is an experiment. I don't want magic to be some kind of crutch. And I don't want to assume that it has to be part of everything I do. Is this why you wouldn't let me try healing your hands last time? Miranda reflexively looks away. She starts sanding the edge of a wood block. I can tell she's avoiding more of this conversation. It's part of it, but... Miranda disappears back into her work. It's so hard to know what's going on in her head. What's going on in her head? You always say you want to be heard. I'm here listening, but you won't talk to me. Please, Miranda, I want to know what's going on in the head of yours. Why didn't you want me to heal you the other day? Why are you avoiding your magic now? Why does it feel like we can't ever get through a conversation? I push and see Miranda's frustration building until... I don't want people to like my work just because it sparkles. She bursts, finally, a breakthrough, and I don't want you to heal me because, how do I explain it? Remember when the Shadow Society set up that trap for us in the Natural History Museum? All those reanimated dinosaurs coming right at us? I froze. Poor KJ had to save our skin with their bubbles yet again. I don't think we appreciated how much of a toll protecting all of us took on them. Even I took them for granted sometimes. I wish I had been better at protecting you all. I'm not saying this about you, I'm trying to talk about me. Plenty of times we took the initiative. We were all pretty stunned when Deadly Derek pulled out the Staff of Ultimate Power. I thought we were done for. But then you stepped up and revealed you had already snuck into his lair and swapped it with a fake made from your magic. You exploded the faux staff right in his face. Priceless. That was pretty cool, wasn't it? And you didn't even tell us you had done it, you sly minx. Saved our butts. Where did we put the Ultimate Staff of Power? Oh, oops. Might be my parents' storage unit? Yikes. Yeah. Oh, and remember the fight at the power plant? If you hadn't been there. I appreciate this, Akiko. Feels good to be recognized and remind myself that I wasn't always the helpless one in the group. Hardly. We always knew we could depend on you. I hope you felt you could depend on us too, and can depend on me now. As not just teammates. That sounds pretty good. Miranda smiles. Put my hand on her arm. God, her forearms are buff. I don't want you to only associate me with the past, since I know it's painful. Maybe we can make some new memories together? I'd like that. I gently take my hand away, but Miranda grabs it. You got some wood stain on your hands. Sorry, I'm covered in it. Shakes a rag and cleans off my hand, diligently. We spend the rest of our time chatting about her projects. She explains to me that a sawhorse is not just a horse covered in saws. Who knew? I should get back to it. Feel free to visit me again sometime. I will. Finally, time for bed. I stay up way too late reading my favorite shoujo manga. Oh, that's a repeat line. Which love interest will Minako choose? That's kind of the first mistake I've seen, I feel like. It has been about 2 hours. Given that this is a free visual novel, I feel like I don't want to go too far into the story in case people want to play it themselves. And I mean, it is free, so I think the only way you can really support the developers is to download it yourself. And then maybe you'll make different choices than me, and you'll see different things. So I think I am going to run an ad break and swap over to a little bit of Magic the Gathering. But I will probably continue to play this story on my own. I'm really enjoying this. This is probably the best free visual novel that I've played. There was that one visual novel too that was like a horror one. That one was pretty good too, but this one I'm just really enjoying. I think it's really hitting the nostalgia button. And, yeah. So I will BRB and with some magic.